pretty sure like one of the bosses from that that game is actually here.
They've been sending out those official tweets on their Twitter, and also take a look at these fantastic merchandise we got on the right side here. They look so good.
I actually got a shirt. I'm actually hyped. Like, I don't ever get tournament merch. I think the last tournament merch I got was at EVO, and like, count how many months ago that was. Didn't even get a Genesis shirt, but regardless, we're here at Frostbite, man.
So we have Zelda up against Mewtwo.
Boom.
Which I can probably officially say I've never seen in tournament happen before.
Okay.
I feel like Zelda, one of the least represented characters in the whole game.
Yeah, you know, there was like the most notable Zelda thing I could remember. Like, I'm pretty sure Zelda is a character that's done some fantastic things since this, but like the biggest thing that kind of drew attention to me and then drew attention to that was you guys have a Zelda from Florida, if I'm not mistaken. Or there was a tournament in Florida that was going down, and there was a Zelda that played Zaltis.
Purple guy.
Yeah, and he kind of gave Zaltis, not necessarily the hands, but he won in a pretty you know, efficient manner. And I was like, wow, Zelda's a thing here. I like this. You know, she's not just a used to be or a has been doubles character. Like, she can actually tangle with some of the best in the game.
Unfortunately, Purple guy has been kind of taking a break. He had a child, so he's caring for his son.
Oh, that's a matchup that not even the greatest of players can overcome. You got to take care of your kids.
But so it means that we have not seen Zelda even in Florida or in other places all that much recently.
Okay.
So I'm very excited to see here on stream the Zelda.
Definitely. Okay.
I feel like too against Mewtwo is so light. Like, he's going to get kicked at 60 and die.
Yeah, like, people forget, not even just that, like, forward tilt. Like, we talk about just how crazy her forward tilt is.
Zelda has hidden, KO potential just kind of out of nowhere here.
Yeah, it almost makes you question, does she really need Link to come and get her? Or, is she just kind of dragging it at this point? Because she has boots on under here in this game. No, not heals this time, so she's ready for some stompage. But we'll just have to see what this game number 1 brings us here.
Of course, we saw that low-tier hero Zelda, of course, qualifying.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Freelancer Leo up against S. Ven.
All right. There you go. Gets the forward throw. That's the coolest forward throw in the game. I don't care what anybody says. It's amazing.
A great landing there. Ven, Mayor's Love. Has some invincibility, so it's a pretty good option to throw out, especially when you're trying to recover.
Of course.
But you do have to be careful. It does have kind of long end lag, so if your opponents can read it, you can get punished for it, but so far that has not happened.
Yeah, one key factor that people sleep on when it comes to Zelda is that they think that she's just purely projectiles, and that's not the case at all. And what I'm going to showcase here is like how well Zelda's playing up underneath Mewtwo. Mewtwo struggles to land, we know that. And so what he's doing is he's just kind of like fox-trotting up underneath Mewtwo to make that landing that much more uncomfortable. Goes for the grab, and then of course Zelda can just really lay on the damage after that.
And Zelda really does have actually a lot of like low percent to mid percent combos that people aren't used to seeing or having done on them.
Well, certainly.
So you really do have to respect Zelda's approaches because she has powerful moves here, but the problem with a lot of them is the end lag on them.
Right, of course, yeah.
So if you're able to respect the approaching Zelda, the offense, you can really shut the character down just like that, backing up a little bit, throwing out the forward air.
And that's just what Mewtwo does. Mewtwo's such an aggressive character here lately, but we got to understand that this character wasn't always looked at as aggressive. When he first came out, definitely looked at as lower tier and a very defensive character. A lot of down tilt spacing, a lot of uncharged shadow balls, and then you're at that right percentage. Then you get taken out. But speaking of getting taken out right now, Freelancer taking a trip to that quick blast zone, but has another stock here in hand, and he's splitting on the damage in a very, oh my God, dominant fashion, double back air, huge damage coming out.
Absolutely huge damage. But now Ven fighting back. And we saw there the Near's Love really does not start up too quickly. You saw the effect starting up before the hitbox does there. But Ven trying to pull this back. He has to land first to do that.
Okay, lays out with the fire. Loving what I'm seeing here. Ven a little more cautious on coming in now. I think dash attack is a move that both of the Princess Zelda and Peace love to go for, but we've seen in that first stock that got Ven punished, but doesn't seem to matter at this point as we move on into the next game. Despite Mewtwo being widely looked at as the better of the two characters, that match was still relatively closer than expected.
We're talking about characters that have risen up through the tier list along the lifespan of this game. Mewtwo, another one that comes to mind.
Yeah, like coming from like the depths, and then now obviously looked at as one of the best in the game. Mewtwo and Marth.
It's crazy what just small buffs over time can accumulate into huge, hugely better characters.
Okay, fall away forward there. This is what Mewtwo does best. Utilize these platforms to his or her advantage. Mewtwo is genderless. That is my bad. Forgot, man. He's a legendary, sort of. He's like a created legendary. That's crazy. Okay, chucks it right back.
That does so much damage.
That did, man. But what's crazy is that Mewtwo, had he been positioned correctly, he could have tossed it back at him. Those little things you really have to watch out for here in this matchup. Mewtwo has a lot of slipperiness to him. Not even just like the down tilt and the uncharged like shadow balls, but he can really like trick you up with like disable or confusion. But up smash seems to get the job done as well.
111 on Battlefield. That's early. Then gets the spike, the soft hit. That is one of the best weak hits in the game. It's all this soft hit dare.
Most certainly.
It is so useful, and it spikes ridiculously.
Okay, answers back with the nair of his own. Freelancer Leo right now looking pretty good right now. 84% up, still has a whole stock to kind of work with, but you really have to watch out for Ven, man. Sven just, you know, Zelda in these tricky setups. Oh, my God. Speaking of tricky setups, wow.
There we go. That's looking like the runoff instant pin from Koran we saw earlier.
Right.
Kick.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, gets the jab. Oh, try to go for the reset combo there with the down tilt. You trying to capitalize on that unfortunate bounce that Mewtwo has. Game number 1, you know, Sven seemed to be a little bit more comfortable with that. Obviously, in game number 2, after losing game number 1, he's a little more hesitant, as he should be. You just have to watch out for the drift back forward there. Start to see come out right here.
He has to be so careful, though. He died at 111 before. Almost lost the stock there as well.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, spot dodging just a little too preemptively that time, but that's okay. I think move is starting to become a little stale right now. That's starting to take into effect here. Now, what's crazy is that one grab combo right here can close it out here for Freelance Leo. Oh, yeah, wow, okay.
Very nice pivot grab, able to seal the second game and take the set.
Oh, he's popping off. I feel good.
All right.
Super Saiyan Leo, good stuff. Freelancer Leo.
2-0 over S. Ven.